Hello and welcome everybody to another Tweety AMA. I am Captain Zach Peterson here with the one, the only Doug Sunny. Say hello, Doug.
Hello, everyone. Doug Sun here.
We've also been graced with his presence before, and once again, he is with us, Mr. Ian Hardak Scott.
What up? Good to see you guys.
And finally, my ride or die, Mr. Superboy, Brandon Godfrey. Say
Hey,
hello,
great
Brandon.
to be here.
Okay, everybody. We are here for, let's do an hour of power today. I was going to try to get in at 30 minutes, but you know what? I think we can go the full 60. What do you think?
Oh,
Is that
I
late?
was born for this.
Yeah, we'll do it in a half hour, and then we'll just say, Ian, go take it away.
Yeah. So Ian is going to be playing the game with us. We'll toss his video up in a moment. But we're here. We're going to answer your questions. We're hanging out in the Discord. Doug's keeping an eye on the different social media platforms, comments. Speaking of social media, please take a moment to like or subscribe on here. Look at that beautiful graphic. We did that just for you, and hit those buttons. Also, go to galagames.chat to jump onto the Discord. Check that out. Come interact with us. We are in the Tweety discussion channel, so we will be taking your questions and prioritizing the live questions over those that were built up lovingly by Doug Sunny in the previous days and weeks. So let's kick this thing off. Here we go. Well, first of all, let's talk about what's happened since we last saw everybody. What did happen, Brandon?
Right, look at this beautiful game that's running in the background here. I think this might be live.
I believe it is. This is. Can you get this game anywhere? Is it possible to like play it?
Oh, if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
You can go to twdempires.game and play it now.
Yeah. We have a download link right on there, twdempires.game. You can also get it on Gala.games, downloading it through the website there, playing it through that client. But yeah, easy peasy, twdempires.game. Click the download button, start playing if you haven't already. But if you haven't already, welcome to our AMA. That's kind of fun. I'd be interested if anybody has not played the game and is also just kind of joining us here. So the game has been live now since November 8th, I believe. We've had the game up. People hanging out, people playing it. We have had almost 5,000 of you wonderful people jump in, check out the game, run around killing walkers, building bases, and it's exciting to see. As a developer, it's so much fun to see everybody in there live, playing, doing their thing. So yeah, any notes on that? Any thoughts on that, Brandon?
They've also been killing a lot of wolves. Get that.
Oh, get out of here! Such a noob.
Oh yeah, I've been jumping in there regularly and playing. I come across a lot of other players in the world, having fun, interacting. I stay out of the PvP zones because I know everyone just wants to kill me. So
Yeah, I'm hustling. I'm trying to get my way over there just so I can get owned.
Yeah, we've got so as a special treat here on this game, Ian is making his way to a PvP zone, and we'll see how long he can survive once he gets there. So he keeps bringing that map up to just kind of show everybody where he's going and how quickly you can get there to meet him and kill him. So so once he enters, we'll start a timer and see
How long?
how long can he survive.
I mean, I got some pretty good evasion skills, so it's all good.
Privilege of killing one of the devs on the stream.
Yeah, this kind of dovetails into one of the questions that we have been asked about just kind of PvP. Will there be more added to PvP? When's that coming? Certainly some more. Brandon, do you want to talk about it all, kind of where we're at and what we're thinking for PvP?
Yeah, that's PvP has been something that's sort of been back shelved for a while, but it's something that we're upping the priority on and trying to get a PvP focused game mode in for the first time. Like right now, we've always said, you go into a PvP zone, all the combat and stuff, the focus has all been on the PvE, and it just kind of works for PvP as well. But yeah, we'd like to get something in there to support everyone who loves PvP, so that you can get a mode that is designed all around that. So look forward to that coming hopefully pretty soon.
Yeah, there won't be massive changes right away. I think it'll be something that we kind of tune to start, and then look towards adding features here and there. But it's something that's on our radar now as we're kind of building out. There's still a lot of big features to build in the game: the dungeon system, the interiors, the battlegrounds, PvP, all that stuff. So there are areas that we are aware that we're kind of working towards, and yeah, things that are on the radar. But it's just exciting that the game's out in everybody's hands, able to play it, able to give us suggestions, and it does help us kind of prioritize and see how things are going too. So it's good. Yeah. So the first question we'll just kind of get into here from our list. Once again, go to galagames.chat, the Tweety discussion channel, if you want to ask any live questions. You could also ask in the YouTube stream. Doug Sunny is keeping an eye on that, and we'll toss questions our way. But the first question that we've had written in here goes around sound. So the person asks, sound could play a much bigger role in the game. Gunshots should attract walkers, along with things you could find in the world that could add some cool and dynamic gameplay, like bell towers, radios, fireworks, and oven timers. Brandon, thoughts on sound having a bigger impact in the game?
Yeah, we absolutely agree. That's something that we've been planning and working out details for. It hasn't been something, obviously, that we have gotten into the game yet, but it is getting pretty high up on the list for things we want to add. Obviously, like Zach was just saying, there's tons of big features that we're working on and prioritizing and trying to add and stuff, and that's definitely going to get in. So the plan is that all the weapons, your movements and stuff will sort of make sound. All the different, it's more of detection. So it'll include like smell and sound all kind of wrapped into one ball. And then, yeah, like you do something noisy, or if you get, you may have seen the armor that is made out of walker guts that will obviously decrease your detection, stuff like that. So excited to get that in there. Obviously, we'll have a lot more details once we get farther along with it.
Immediately enter. Oh my gosh.
Is there? Oh, NFT Chuck.
That's pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Well,
Actually, I gave you guys that one. That was intentional.
That was a gimme. That was
Yeah.
I did start a timer.
Did you really?
Less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
And then they turned on each other after you.
God, jeez.
It's the world, man.
So something to strive for. Can he last longer than 30 seconds?
Please don't fire me.
Round? my money is on. I think you can do it, Ian. I have faith in you.
I wish that I wasn't.
Make
wish
that journey back.
Trying to be diplomatic here, but I wish my base was not so lame, so that I could get better gear to go back out there. And
Do we have any? Here's a question for both Ian and Brandon. I'm going to toss it Ian's way. Ian, do we have any food that you can consume that increases your speed?
Speed. Oh, geez. Currently, that's like the domain of medical items. Yeah,
that's medical item makes more sense. I'm wondering,
Yeah.
like, if you could kind of ingest something or do something, run a little faster to run away from people in the PvP zone.
Oh, well, yeah. Full disclosure, movement speed is kind of a tricky one. We've kind of waffled a bit on that one because we didn't want to make it too easy for people to circumvent the PvE encounters and stuff. But like movement speed is a super compelling buff. So I mean, if people want to like have convo about that in the Discord, that'd be sick. Like initially we had like pretty potent movement speed buffs in our consumables, But I mean, no stress talking about it since we're in a development stage. At the time, people were like running circles around like the walkers and stuff. So things have changed quite a bit since then. So it might be time to like reintroduce movement speed as a bonus.
There was a few buffs in the early game where you could get zipping around, like certainly unbalanced early dev. That was exciting. But yeah,
Yeah.
I was just thinking like you got to buff up, you got to get out, put on your running shoes, craft some running shoes, get out there and sprint away from everybody.
Yeah.
Travel light, no weapons.
Things oftentimes like with when it comes to trying to balance the game, it's kind of like a pendulum. It's like it swings one way and it's like really sick, but like way too OP, and then we counterbalance, and then it comes back around. So like I guess we're kind of on the backswing, but I think that it would be an easy assumption to make that like people probably want to see movement speed, attack speed, stuff like that. Because getting to see your character like get amped is like always a huge payoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things that did shake out of that waffling on the movement speed though was what's currently in there is when you get injured, you actually move a lot slower. So there are in ways like you can eat food or use a healing item to heal yourself, which then gets you back to full speed.
The worst kind of speed, slow speed.
Yeah, but like Ian was saying, it is definitely tricky to give someone a speed boost because it works out to be such an advantage. Like basically, you could escape or run down another player every time if you're faster than them. So
yeah, good point. You like how I tried to elegantly make myself not feel bad for removing speed from the game?
sometimes you got to make tough decisions, you know.
Yeah, I
the
just
good
don't
of the
want to
game.
be the target of too much scorn from the Discord community.
Well, whenever Ian gets back to the PvP zone, you might have to find a different entry point as well. Don't check the map as much, maybe.
Yeah, you got it.
We'll see
That's
what
right.
you can do. So the question came in from the Discord from Artuxis asking, when are the talents going to be fixed? That's a good question because I have an answer to that question, and the answer is tomorrow. So we thank you for hanging in there with us while they've undergone the bugged process. But yeah, I'm going to get in the technical weeds a little bit. But basically, with a live game, we've been doing an update a week, which is pretty cool. Getting you new stuff every week, getting fixes, getting balance patches in. And with that creates a whole new process of trying to balance a live product in the development of a product. And sometimes there's some data that needs to be manipulated, and we've got a good flow.
What about Big D?
Big D, gotta watch that big data. So we've got a nice process now that should go through. I never give guarantees. Yeah, as I know better, but tomorrow when the process runs, we should fix everybody up this time, so you'll be able to reallocate your talents. Everybody will have to do it again, even those who have touched it. So it's a chance to respec if you would like to. You'll be able to put in your talent points into all those spots again. So
and for tomorrow, are we going to have like a server update, but also people are gonna need to reinstall the game just like last week?
Yep, there will be both a client and a server update on this one. So, and this will be the last one of the year. As we approach the holiday season, we're in the holiday season here, but it'll be our last update until the new year. So we'll get a few more goodies in there. One other exciting. You want to go? What's your most exciting thing about tomorrow's update, Doug?
I think I was checking the patch notes, but in the last week I kind of was posting the patch notes just before the update so everyone can prepare. But let me check here.
Oh yeah, because I thought you were gonna call me like
I know we do have here.
I thought he was too. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that they're gonna have the talent fix it, but also maybe some special items, some special loot that people are gonna be able to find
So special.
2 places. But of course, I don't have any information right now. Surprise is half the
Doug,
fun.
I'll send you some stuff we can throw on the Discord.
Oh, that's cool.
Because this kind of falls into my domain.
Perfect.
So yeah, like, you guys mind if I like give a little backstory on like how we kind of went about doing this?
Go into it, Ian.
Oh, here we go.
I said we
Oh.
have 60 minutes to kill. We have 60.
It was a stormy night in 1983.
Especially for any of you guys who were like playing the build as it came out. We've kind of like iterated through the economy of scrap. And so there was a number of people out there who were like feeling scrap constrained. Not myself, to be honest. I'm pretty good at the game, but like some people out there like struggling a bit. So somebody proposed this idea that we throw out some like scavenge loot that's specifically about getting scrap. And so there's now, I think, 5 or 6 different types of items, which are you'll loot them from like crates and cars and stuff, but they are only to be sold at the shop for scrap. And so these are kind of like special. It's a special class of item that you should definitely keep an eye out for. Like it should feel pretty sick to like find one.
That's good to know. So just after the update, the server got to reset it. It's a good time to check out the cars and crates and everything else just before everybody else. That's cool.
Yeah, give yourself some treasure.
Before we talk a little bit about PvP, but there's a question from Smiley Monsters about any chance that you're gonna have like full loot PvP, or maybe any arena, a fighting pit, something like that. Like not the Thunderdome, but something like that.
Why not? You know.
Rick kind of entered the Thunderdome. It's
Oh,
garbage people.
yeah. So Winslow comes out.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, your favorite.
My favorite. Yeah.
What do you think of full loot PvP, Brandon?
Yeah, we've discussed a lot of options for like various PvP modes and stuff, and obviously that's something that people want. Like, I mean, it's pretty satisfying to go into PvP and take someone out, and then you like just take all their stuff. I mean, satisfying for one of the two parties there. But yeah, so if there's a way that we can get players to opt into that, then they're kind of making that choice. A big part of it would probably be going into it knowing that you're risking whatever you're carrying, which may be more involved than just entering the PvP zone.
Sorry. NFT Chuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even start the timer on that one.
Oh, you're rustling my jimmies, bro.
I don't know what that means, but
Oh, ask
That's
Trevor.
why they want
Yeah.
full loot, so they can just ambush the devs here.
Actually, I was gonna. Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt, but like I was gonna say like, oh, geez, like nobody's coming to kill me, and then yeah, of course, NFT Chuck.
You got to give me the little like cough, like so I can be quick on the timer. Did you last more than 30 seconds on that one?
Oh yeah, it was like a good 2 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, you're
Well,
slipping. NFT
it's
Chuck.
not
You're
official.
slipping.
It's not official. Yeah.
Yeah, you think you're hot stuff, but like I was out there for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I will say there's some cool like PvP endgame mechanics that we want to get to. There's just a lot to get up to that point. I mean, we have a really solid base of the game, and we're excited to have so many people playing it and on the adventure with us right now, helping us improve it and getting it moving it along. There's still a lot that we need to add to get people onboarded, to just make them get really excited about wanting to stay in the game for those first day, weeks, month, and then really giving that end game content that provides outlets for battling others, the guilds and empires battling each other, and really just like kind of building up these cool social interactions. Like we did some really neat stuff in some previous games with Ember, with guilds battling each other for control over control points, and being able to have these really large battles that feel cool. Doing it with the characters from The Walking Dead, doing it in a game where you're controlling an avatar like this is going to just feel like a really neat neat moment when you're all battling over territory and in a Thunderdome.
And also asserting your dominance over the noobs.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a good point. But also, we do want to make it so that at every level you can still have a fun PvP experience, right? That's going to be one of the challenges and the exciting points is finding ways to have basically common players fighting each other, uncommon up to ancient, having like battles where everybody can go in and have a fighting chance to enjoy themselves. So those are all things that we have to think about, undertake, and discuss as well as we go through the process.
Yeah, and it's that delicate balance of why we don't have PvP enabled everywhere right now, because NFT Chuck would just be following Ian around, just killing him mercilessly over and over.
Haunting my
It would
dreams.
stop being fun for Ian.
Oh yeah. Little do you know, this is like what I'm into.
Yeah. Right before the stream, Brendan and I were talking about it'd be nice if we could just toss in some of those treasure items that we were just discussing going in tomorrow as well. Toss them into like Ian's character's inventory, and while he's running around, so that way whenever people killed him today, they'd be able to get a treasure item. So
Oh yeah. That'd be sick, dude. I could be a treasure goblin.
yeah, our own little live treasure goblin.
Hey, maybe next stream. Oh, dude, that'd be so sick. That could be my new identity.
Yeah.
Helping people find their identities.
I'm gonna be the crazy Tom of Walking Dead.
Ian Treasure Goblin Scott.
Yeah.
So okay. Doug, I've lost the thread here, so I know there's some chat coming through. If you see anything spicy or exciting in the Discord, toss that out. You got something for me?
Just before we continue, just gonna ask to everyone to like and subscribe. Could Paul have like a special reminder for everyone too? And people just asked about the merge of the heroes. So everyone's trying to play with their heroes. They're getting XP and levels. Do we know if we already had the information about what is the requirement in terms of level to merge 3 heroes of the same? Any like ballpark about that?
We don't have specifics for the requirements. The plan is that the one of the heroes that would be the one you merge the other 2 into would retain its level. And so then it's kind of a balancing issue that we'll have to calculate for how much leveling or how much XP the other ones will need, if any, before you can merge them together.
That's good to know. That's new info. So good leak.
Oh, there you go. See, Doug asked us if we're gonna leak anything, and you never know. You never know, and we've got a lot of things floating around in our head and conversations that are happening constantly. So it's hard to know what's a leak and what's not. But yeah, it's.
I didn't even know we hadn't said that yet.
Yeah, here's some other info that you'll have to tell me if it's a leak or not, Doug. But so Deadcoin, we are making progress on. Deadcoin, when it comes into the ecosystem, will be GALACHAIN bound. At some point in the future, we hope to make it a bridgeable token. But for now, it'll be GALACHAIN token. You'll be able to play and earn in the future at some point. It's a system that we've started on, so looking towards getting that as something. I know people are excited about it, something we want to support, and I think it'll really just kind of tie in, especially all the people who watch the videos, who engage in the Discord. We want to get that in there for y'all. So Deadcoin as part of the full economy of the game, play and earn, and that'll tie into the merging of the heroes. That'll use Deadcoin. Being able to level up your NFTs will use Deadcoin. So those are all things that we'll be looking forward to adding early next year, mid next year, as things that'll be coming in. So it's all just a process. It's like we're going to be building it with the community, chatting with you all, adding it, tweaking it. So those are things that we can look forward to talking about sometime soon here too. Kind of ties into a little bit on the VIP system. I know we had a question on that. And that is something that's coming pretty soon here as well. So Do you want to kind of go over some of the benefits of the VIP system? We call it premium. So what are some of the benefits of the premium system, Brandon?
Yeah. So, well, first of all, premium, it's so close. I don't know if, it's like right on the edge. It's not tomorrow. I like that Zach was able to answer something with tomorrow as
Yeah, that felt good.
satisfying thing. I'd love to be able to say for all these questions like, oh, that'll be in tomorrow, but things take time. So yeah, if you subscribe to premium, right now your daily tasks, the awards from those will be increased. I believe that is getting doubled. And then all the XP that you're earning will be 1.5 times. And so obviously that's kind of like the bare bones of it. But that's kind of what we're going to have at launch for premium. And then, we're going to keep adding more and more benefits, making it more appealing, more exciting. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, FYI, I'm in the PvP zone.
I set the timer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't do your clear the throat cough. There
that's
you
what
go.
it was. Yeah. I don't. Oh, get out of here!
Oh, run the other way.
Up, dude. Grab yourself a handy snack. Get out of here.
You've hit a minute. Keep it up.
What a gentleman! I feel like either he's lagged out or.
No, I think he heard the fear in your voice.
He's a generous.
He respected that.
What a guy right there. What a guy.
I like that Smiling Monster posted a link to he did a video recently on the premium must-have features.
Oh, dude. Yeah, sick video.
Inside baseball here, but I did watch your video, Smiling Monster, and shared it with the team. So...
Yeah, we were just chatting about that before the stream. But gotta say, really appreciate the positive discourse around the game. Having everybody provide constructive and positive feedback has really been a great experience for the team on our end.
Yeah, the more people playing it, basically showing us what they like, enjoying it, playing it with others. It just creates a really positive environment where we want to make people happy. It's a good feedback cycle. It lets us know what's working, what's not working, and yeah. So seeing people like Smiling Monster and others streaming the game, playing it, doing their thing. Even Doug when he's getting on there every Tuesday, playing it with others, with the community. It's great to see people playing it and watching that live feedback of others. It's crazy to think of, years ago building on console, creating games and having to create these special test scenarios of pulling people in, getting feedback and how we can get it now, being able to respond to these things in real time. It's just an exciting part of game development in 2023.
Hey, look at this. They're making friends.
Yeah, this is pretty sick.
The conversation going on over there.
So I'll add to that too. It's it's really great to hear the feedback from people that are playing, and when things are requested that are on our list or things that we're actively working on. It's all right, we're on the right track. We're making the things that the people want. And even on the flip side of that, if you're saying we need this, and it's something where we're going the other direction or we were thinking differently. It's still good input because it's maybe should we rethink this it's always good to have that feedback and kind of know what players want and what players expect and that sort of thing because it does influence our conversations. So keep it up.
Yep. And then to my last point on Ian, you look like
I'm experiencing a little bit of a bromance here. I don't know if you guys can relate. When it comes to MMOs and online games, I say this with my homies all the time with Rocket League. I don't mind getting my ass kicked, but getting your ass kicked with good sportsmanship, no problem. So NFT Chuck, you've really shown your true colors, and I gotta say I'm a fan. It's I know my place. I'll just follow you and try to help out as best I can, but please don't kill me.
A bromance was not something I anticipated that was going to be talked about in our.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Love
Who
it.
knew? Who knew?
Yeah.
So there's a comment from the Discord as well about how wanting a party system to make it so that you're not stealing XP and everything. And that's another one on our radar. We've got some stuff drawn up, and we'll be implementing that in the coming months as well. Be nice to have a party system, especially for PvP, so you could. Another question too. This is kind of a meandering answer here, but somebody wrote in asking about the empires and being able to set kind of affiliations, and that's something we would like to get. We've had that in previous titles. When you go into PvP, you don't want to accidentally attack somebody who is marked as friendly. With your guild, you would want to have some sort of prompt of like, "Are you sure you want to break the truce?" So there will be the ability to kind of have those affiliations to be able to intentionally like stir up some shit when
Yeah, it's funny. I
when
had to
you're-
actually look to see if we had it because I've seen it in some of our other games.
yeah they're great systems, and I mean the politics in games like this can just be a huge part. I mean, it's a big part of the show, right? Like, it's a huge part of the show. It's
True,
just the drama of what is this group up to? What is that group up to? Like, are they going to go to war? And that's something that we definitely want to support. Something that we want to have in the title.
Yeah,
The
being able
most
to have
dangerous
empires,
enemy.
being able to have empires go to war with each other, like I see that as being the best path forward for enabling PvP throughout the world. Where if both empires have opted into it, then now you could kill each other anywhere, because it will be less griefing that way. You can always leave that alliance or leave that empire if you don't want to be part of that war. And it's kind of a beef between like two specific factions, which I think makes it a lot more appealing. Less
We have a hot dog vendor.
people. Oh yeah, get some hot dogs. I know there was a question in there. Someone really didn't want to automatically pick up hot dogs anymore.
I'm sorry, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I don't mean to. Yeah, thank you. I don't mean to brag, but like I'm the hot dog guy.
You keep changing your
I did not
identity
make
here.
the vendor, but I did make the hot dog, and I feel pretty stoked on that. So give me that.
Can you
20
eat the hot
buns,
dog?
21 bun salute for me. Thank you.
Yep. Can you eat the hot dog, Ian? Right now? Or do you have to salvage it?
Oh, geez, dude. My stomach has not requisite level. Yeah. One of many systems that we will probably be like revisiting over time because, like, to be honest, like where I sit right now, pretty stoked on the hot dog, pretty bummed I can't eat it. So,
Yeah,
Yep.
well, that's something we'd actually been discussing and working on today. Get it so that all that food type items that you find in cars or trash cans or whatever, where they won't be nearly as good as the food that you can craft, but you will be able to eat them.
yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, good.
Yeah, we want to make sure that like the investment with talents and stuff like that is meaningful, but at the same time that you don't have a situation like this where you get bummed you can't eat a hot dog.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be the reason why they didn't want to keep picking up hot dogs, right? Because
There you go.
the temptation to eat it and the inability to do so probably just bummed them out.
We're
This hot
learning
dog.
something right now. Smiling Monster is saying just double click it in your inventory and you can eat it.
Oh shit, dude! Is that sorry? Oh crap! Is that like elite hacks? Double click?
It could be. Well, you gotta empty purge real quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta get rid of. There you go.
Oh, dude, elite hacks.
There you
Look at
go.
that. Wow.
Oh jeez, dude. Oh.
Now they-
No, this person's not interested in
attacking.
romance.
Dude, hit up Chuck. Not NFT Chuck, but hit up Chuck on the internal team. The game's falling apart. People are eating hot dogs. Unbridled.
In-
Couple of feature questions. People come looking for the future. Dungeons, one of them. So dungeons are a ways out still. Something that's getting a little bit of progress here and there, but we're still quite at least months out on that one. But will be exciting as we have updates. We'll share that. Founders keys, a question. Not a lot of information on that right now. Next month should have more information for everybody that ties into Deadcoin. So as we have more Deadcoin, play and earn, founders keys node, that'll all kind of be shared together. Let's see here. Did you see anything catch your eye, Doug?
Yeah, like a short question here, just asking about alliance limit, like member limit. Right now it's 25. Any plans to change that? Decrease, increase?
So no specific plans to change that. Like the longer answer is that like eventually that's what the Empire system should help with. I think they said something about like they have 75 people already, so they would essentially just have 3 alliances that are empired together. Obviously, we don't have that in to support it yet, so you know, in due time.
And another cool question about any plans for players marketplace in game?
Yeah, that's a good question, Brandon.
Yeah, so the current shop that we have in there, the marketplace, is kind of a stepping off point. So absolutely, the goal for that is that it's a peer-to-peer transaction kind of a shop or marketplace. So you'll be able to sell things to each other or to anyone. You know, you can craft things and try to make a living that way. Or maybe you just got a bunch of scrap and you don't want to have to craft your own stuff, so you just go buy it all. But yeah, absolutely, that's going to be there. You'll still be able to sell things through the shop, but the buying side of the shop will get replaced with the peer-to-peer version.
Yeah, so a lot more to be developed on that, but it'll be pretty exciting when we get to that point. There was a question about the travel systems in Discord. I'll need a little bit more elaboration on that from Sigurd. So if you type up a bit more, I'm happy to answer that question. And then Smiling Monster with kind of a request coming in about getting alliance tags so you can't impersonate a guild, which that makes a lot of sense. We've had that in previous stuff too, so we will have to do that.
Yeah, get it on the list.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, here's another good timing question here is people wondering when they can get it on their phones on mobile. So that is something that we've started on, looking to make the mobile port at this point. We're quite a ways off. We do have it compiling and running. It's running very slowly, but it is running. So that's a step in the right direction. The game was always made with mobile in mind, as many of you know. So it's going to take a bit of time, but a lot of the interactions, a lot of the tech was built for it. So we're excited to make movement in that direction. So we'll keep everybody up to date as we go forward in there. There won't be any dates saying this is when we're doing it, but we're moving in that direction. So that'll be an exciting moment when you can play The Walking Dead Empires on the go.
What do you guys know about mobile?
We've done a few mobile games.
Yeah.
And another question here, and there's one conversation that in Discord we kind of have every week. It's about the XP and the levels is sticking or being kept in the metadata of the GALACHAIN NFTs. So what are the plans and ETA for the full future?
Good question. So the first thing is that this is the public development build y'all are playing. It is basically our internal development build that has been made public. So you all get to play it. There will be updates to the game as everybody's experiencing. Things will get reset at some point. But we've made the announcement that hero progress will maintain that is still true. So basically, any XP you've gained will maintain. As you've kind of seen, like with the talents, the skills and the talents will reset. The skill trees we're taking a look at again will probably be jostled quite a bit to change how those work. So that's part of
jostling confirmed.
Jostling confirmed.
Yeah.
But you will have the skill points. So your XP will persist. The points will be there that you'll be able to put them back in. Talent points will persist. You'll be able to put those back in. Masteries will reset, since those are also things that we'll see jostling in the future as well. But
2024, year of the jostle.
a lot of jostling happening in 2024. But yeah, the hero. I mean, it's kind of the exciting part about owning the hero NFTs is that you get to keep your progress, you get to play with them, and it gives you something more permanent as you're playing through these early builds of the game.
I kind of meant to speak to that too, Zach. Since we kind of like put our last big update for the year, like knowing that the slate has kind of been cleared a little bit. I know that the team is like really excited about like investing a lot of energy into like the updates that are going to come just after the new year when we're back in the office. Like, there's a little bit of trepidation when it comes to like putting out an update just before the holidays. And so I wouldn't say like things were conservative, but like I definitely have been a little bit more ambitious in like preparing stuff for like the next big update. It's kind of exciting.
There should be some cool stuff. Some of the things in well, let me finish up Doug's question here. So the hero will persist. You're gonna have to correct me, Doug, if I'm wrong, because I can't remember if it got rolled out to production. But can you see the hero's XP and level on OpenSea currently? Is that?
I think the last time that I checked was no.
Okay, so that is something that will be piped through soon. So your data, as you're playing, as you're making progress, you'll be able to look at the NFTs and be able to see their level and their progression in the game. That is something that will be persistent even when we wipe the servers, so that you'll be able to see that progress happening. I think that was it. That was kind of the question, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, was something in there about being capped or something, but I don't think we have any caps on the XP that you can earn with your hero. So
no, I think we have the full leveling. The HQ levels are capped right now. They'll get their full leveling in the future as well. Going back to kind of what Ian was alluding to, there's some cool stuff coming in the future. We've got some updates to the world we're looking to put in. We've got some updates to the HQ system. Right now, when you move, like you just get that level 10 HQ and you're super stoked. Beat that hard wave, looking to move into the uncommon zone with your friends, kind of going back through the loops again. Put that base down in the uncommon zone, and then you have to start from scratch. Not the most exciting gameplay loop right there, because like all of your hard-fought progress and resources are gone. That will maintain now, so you'll be able to have all of those items that were in your base. Place your floors back down, place your walls back down, all the stuff. It lets you kind of pack up and move, rather than lighting a fire to your old base and starting over.
They'll maintain their level. So if you've upgraded your walls and floors, then you'll be able to put them back down same level that they're at.
Yeah. Is that a leak, Doug? Is that work for it?
I think kinda. I think yes.
Have we talked about that already? Dang it.
360 leak, no scope.
We need like a some sort of sound effect that you can play.
Oh yeah.
When
Good.
Yeah, like
idea.
you just said something new. Yeah.
We can do that. But there's like people are asking, of course, about to keeping the levels, but in the metadata of the NFT, I just checked. It's still not there in OpenSea, but that's a future. But people are kind of also trading the heroes in Discord and other places and etc. And we just post an announcement of community website that people can use to trade NFTs in the GALACHAIN. Check the global announcement. There's more information there. And we're always asked to everyone to avoid any trade, P2P trade, in Discord using DMs, this kind of stuff. Just please be careful. And now that we have another option there, just check our last global announcement. I think Nephilim Hoss did that announcement, and he explained a little bit more about that website that was created by a community member for trading NFTs in GalaChain. Oh, Ismail Monster just plugged his video there, where he explained about the marketplace.
Nice.
There you go. Some questions on Renown there, Brandon. I just saw a question come through. So do you have any more information, or you want to give a refresher on what Renown is with the play to earn? Probably keep it a light touch update there.
Sure. Yeah. Renown is basically the points that will contribute to you winning on the leaderboard for the play and earn system. So as you do actions like crafting or killing walkers, you will earn renown. NFTs will help you earn more renown, and then place higher on leaderboard, get bigger reward.
Orf burned me.
Is that light enough?
That's pretty light. I like it. You are stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks,
This is-
Orf.
This is Orf space. All right.
Orf.
Shout out to Orf.
We have about a little under 15 minutes left. This time is flying by today, so hopefully everybody's enjoying it, having a fun time. Hit the like and subscribe if you are. For anybody who just tuned in, go to galagames.chat. Join us in the Tweety discussion Discord there and get your questions answered. So yeah, 15 minutes left. Happy to answer any more questions. I love seeing them coming in on the Discord. It makes it feel alive and that people are excited about it and gives us something to blabber about. I'm digging it. I'm loving it. Question.
How about a day-night cycle, Zach? Do we have a day-night cycle in the game?
We do have a day-night cycle, Brandon. Somebody must really have their brightness up. Was what I was thinking. So there is a day-night cycle in the game. It doesn't really play into the gameplay currently. We've had a couple of ideas. If you have any other ideas on how to have the day-night cycle play into the gameplay of the game, leave it in the Discord. There's also a suggestions section in there too for Tweety suggestions. So toss it in there.
I can't do the top secret debug entry, right?
What's that?
I can't do the top secret
No.
No, you got to press O and teleport.
Not that I would do it on stream. But just to let you guys know, we got some top secret stuff going on or whatever. Like not for you guys' eyes, but I was getting some texts, people being like, "Why are you such a something?" You know, and I'm like, I just want to let you know, we're pretty rad over here.
Yeah,
I
confirmed.
just found myself in a situation.
So for the day-night cycle, like Zach said, there's no current actual gameplay ramifications from it. It's visual, but as we were talking about the sound detection system, that could definitely play in where at night your detection level could go down because of the darkness, which would then allow you to sneak through something that maybe you couldn't in the daylight. So it's a potential use of the nighttime. If you're playing and you don't notice the day-night cycle, it could be your brightness is up too much. Maybe you're just really focused on the game and you're not even aware that time is passing.
There is also, we've always tried to make this game very accessible. So it needs to appeal to the widest audience to be a successful free-to-play MMO, which all of us want it to be, all of you want it to be, and we want as many people as possible getting in there. If the game is pitch black at night and somebody comes in to try to play it, they will probably leave it at that moment. So that's where we want to make it the way that it looks right now. There is a cycle. It's very accessible. It's colorful. It's bright enough at all times of the day to get in there. There might be some more that we can do once we get to the dungeon system. We'll play with adding a little bit more of the darkness, flashlights, that sort of fun stuff to just see.
Zach, is there any darkness that is equivalent to the darkness that is inside?
I don't fully know what that question even means, but it felt really deep.
Is it a cry for help, Ian?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you going to show any like secrets from the game, like new thing? Any? Because if you
geez.
ask in Discord, people are gonna not see.
Well,
About
really-
the light, about the light. Because for example, the dungeons, how dark they're gonna be inside. That's one thing that people discuss in Discord.
Yeah, most of them will be, very visible, very playable, especially early ones. So there could be some special event opt-in dungeons that we play with the gameplay a bit more. Try to introduce flashlight gameplay. There could be some that are just there in the progression of dungeons to make it a bit more exciting as well. But yeah, like trying to do anything, especially early on, that could churn users or make them be like, if it feels a little too hardcore, then it could be a problem for trying to make the game appeal to as many people as possible, which is what we want it to do. But special one-off sort of stuff, special events, special like difficulty dungeons could be really fun. The art team has done some really neat mock-ups, playing with light, playing with darkness, which is really fun to see. And then I think it's probably me that usually shuts it down.
Well, it's definitely one of those things. Like we got to get dungeons in and fully working, and like people playing them and stuff before we start adding in like special circumstances to them.
Special.
Like,
Okay.
Yep. Go broad, and then find like fun little niche things to toss in there to break it up. And I think that'll be a really cool thing. I love the suggestion though. Like it's one of those things that's like it is fun. It's neat to see. It's just you got to get that broad appeal first, and then you can really start sprinkling in these fun one-off little moments that really get people excited. So
yeah, you got to bake the cake before you decorate it, right?
exactly.
You know about the sprinkles.
I do have two questions here. One is an easy one, another is a difficult one.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
Which one do you wanna first?
Oh, ease me into it.
Yeah, let's do the easy one. Give us the easy one
Okay.
first.
The easy one is people are asking about inventory space, like the hoarders. People wanna collect every piece of
jeez.
the game. So anything about the extra space, backpack, something that you craft? Any idea about that?
Yeah,
Brandon definitely has ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely ideas. That's something I'm also a big proponent of. The changes that some of the changes we're working on for the skill tree include some inventory expansion. In addition, we're putting something like a backpack, or I think we already have cargo pants in there too, where those could be something that just buffs your inventory space.
Fill up those pockets.
Yeah, exactly. It makes the armor choices a lot more interesting that way. If you're kind of choosing between like protecting yourself versus increasing your inventory, as opposed to just all the armor just being various levels of protection. So yeah, and it's again like it requires a little bit more tech to start expanding our inventory. We don't have a scrolling inventory at the moment, so we can't just start adding items that expand it. But it's definitely a direction I want to go.
Okay, that was the easy one. Hit us with the tough one, Doug.
Yeah, the difficult one maybe is a good question to answer in MA in the Q1 or maybe in the future. But people are asking about NFT renting. If you're gonna have any kind of mechanic of like that, like Gala Games have in other games.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, the short answer is we would like to, but right now there's no concrete plans. So it's something that we're aware of. We'd be excited to add, but we have to kind of once again hit a lot of other stuff first, and then be able to look deeper into it, find the best system that makes sense for the game. So yep, definitely not off the table. It's something that we would like to support.
cool.
That was actually the easy one.
Oh yeah?
I didn't have easy, like I had a pretty wishy-washy answer for you.
How Doug does it, you know? He says this is the hard pitch coming, and then he gives you the nice easy one.
Yeah, I like that. We got about 5 minutes left, everybody. 5 minutes in our.
Oh, I'm going for PvP zone.
You're
Stop
back.
me.
In. Okay, let's
Come at me, bros.
let's see if you can make it to the end.
Bro, it's
Oh.
Yeah. I would say
Alright.
let NFT Chuck turn on you. Go for it, NFT Chuck.
Oh, my boy, he would never turn
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah. I just want to see if you can survive the 5 minutes before.
This
Look
is
what
the
they've done to my
moment
boy.
Ian's running to the airport to catch
Yeah.
the flight. NFT
Dude.
Chuck's about to get on, and
NFT
fly away.
Chuck would never do that to me. We're so tight.
I feel like it's sort of a one-sided relationship.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know. I guess I don't overthink it.
yeah.
There's a
What
question
is
about tournaments. Any
tournaments?
Yeah.
What type of tournaments, Doug?
Yeah, all the universe here, the user just asked that, but maybe like at least a question for me. Any like plans for tournaments between guilds, between the alliance, or maybe like a free for all, something like that, like in a special space in the game?
We definitely have plans for like our current event kind of system to start getting like guild events and stuff like that people can compete over. It's sort of been something that we're waiting on as like, I know I keep having the same answer. Like we build up kind of more of the base gameplay before we start like sprinkling the events onto it. But like we have some events in there now, so like we definitely could add some additional ones. Anything like bigger that's like a special game mode for a tournament obviously would take more time. So that would be less likely to be coming anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, my mindset, I love tournaments. I love competition. It's all stuff that I would love to see in the game supported. Any sort of the PvP modes that, we can get the player versus player, we can get guild versus guild, empire versus empire, tournament structure. Like, I don't know. I dig all that stuff. So
100%. Yeah.
So I'd love to support it. It just takes time. So that stuff will be that we, this is a game that we've built a solid base for. We want to support it for years and years. Just keep adding to it. I think we have so many more ideas than time to implement right now. That as it becomes a success, as it takes off, as more people play it, we'll be able to just keep adding to it and creating just such a cool ecosystem, a cool game, the different game modes. Like it's so extensible in so many different ways. So just keep telling others about it, getting them excited about the game, into the ecosystem, playing the game, watching our videos, jumping in the Discord. That's the stuff that'll make it work.
Again, thank you so much for the constructive and positive feedback in the Discord. Like, we love it.
Yep. You want one more question here, Doug? I mean, we filled up these 60 minutes quick. This is great. I'm so stoked. So yeah, you got one more good one for us?
I got a question for you. Why am I not dead yet?
You too, yeah. This wolf is trying.
Yeah, right.
And any like when's gonna have like the next map expansion? Maybe like a new county being added, something like that.
Yeah, the new county. Well, I guess this kind of ties in. I'm going to answer your question by answering the question I wish you asked. So the map, the counties will add a new one when we need more room on the map. One thing with the current map is that a lot of the bases are kind of level 1, level 2 headquarters. So with that next update, with the ability to kind of pack up your headquarters and move somewhere else, we'll also be adding the ability to pluck off old headquarters that haven't been played in a while. So should those people be able to come back in and start playing, they'll be able to then have their base, so they won't lose their progress. They'll have their same walls, their same floors, all of that stuff, be able to put it back down anywhere else they go.
And I see Chuck, you betrayed me. Oh, what a dude. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're still alive.
I know, I'm so sorry. Oh.
Roller
coaster of emotion.
And it's
All
gone.
right, bring us back in, Paul. Bring us back into just the four of us here. As that was the perfect end cap there.
Yeah, I love it.
To finish answering your question, Doug, it'll be as necessary. So we'll be kind of still like there's a lot of tech to be built for adding another county, and we'll need more people, far more than what we currently have to really fill that out. So but as the game grows, the game world will grow. So, well, that was it. That was 60 minutes. We answered a lot of questions. Keep them coming, even when after the AMA has concluded. Doug is always taking those questions, writing them down, communicating with us, and it lets us know what's on people's minds. So if you're out there, know that we're paying attention. Doug is always there, our eyes and ears on the ground. So yeah, hey, thanks, gentlemen. Thank you, Doug, for joining us. Thank you, Ian, for playing along and being the treasure goblin. We'll give you better stuff to drop next time,
Yeah.
so people can find you. And thank you, Brandon.
As always, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, and thank you, the community, once again for playing the game, for telling your friends. It's so wonderful to have you all in the game playing, and for checking out. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the video to know when we're gonna have more of these in the future. And we'll see you out there in the Discord and around. So thanks, everybody. Bye.